Good morning, guys and girls. What is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with a different video here. Now, I know I've done a couple of these updates, and yes, this is an older update. I'm sorry I was moving. That's why I'm a little bit behind, but I wanted to give you my perspective on what the update has, because there's an inkling, well, not really an inkling, it's pretty much proof, but, you know, we're going to pretend it's not, that there's a guarantee that Arc 2 in some way, shape, or form will be coming out next year. That's just a couple of words and phrases that they use. And I think this is kind of meant as a teaser, because they have mentioned Arc 2 in the past, and they did say it was coming out next year. But I think that they're starting to really work towards that. And I'll talk about that towards the end of this little video here. But I'm going to show you Arc 2, what they're bringing in with this new dinosaur. So there's only two options really, and I'm pretty sure it's the, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Trobiognathus, but that's just because it's a larger one, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the new dino, we'll talk about the new map. I've got Crystal Isles pulled up, so I'll kind of tell you what I know about it. I'll even do a little bit of a couple of pictures and stuff like that so you can see the map. But let's go ahead and work through this. So, anyways, as always with Arc and their updates, what you're going to notice they have is they've got their picture of whatever new dinosaur it is. This is why I think it's the Tropiognathus. Now, this guy, 27-foot wingspan, pretty cool creature, very similar in size. There are two. You can see this is the Ornithosaurus. I don't know how you want to test it, so it's too small. This guy is actually reasonably sized. Now, Arc has a tendency to embellish their creatures anyway, so it'll probably just be a little bit bigger. Now, that's my personal opinion. You notice that there's some sort of Gatling gun on its back, and I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to represent. And there's also a jetpack of some sort. I don't know the value of the jetpack yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty cool looking. It'd be pretty cool if they could bring almost like modern warfare techniques into a dinosaur-based game, because like the flyers have always been something you kind of just like hover above. But if you can do like strafing runs on these dinosaurs, that'd be pretty freaking nuts, in my opinion. But that's that. So, anyways, you kind of read through this. It talks about how I have the 5th anniversary, amazing 5 years. We have some special treats, which I'll talk about as well, because I've got some interesting things they accidentally allude to or purposefully allude to. Whether or not they tell you that, I don't know. But and you can see that ISO Crystal Isles comes out for PC on the 4th, and I would assume, just like Valguero, it's going to take about a month and a half for it to get it, I guess, in order to get it over on consoles. That's a lot of optimization, because this map is absolutely enormous if they keep it the same size. Now, you see this the real world dinosaur primed. He's going to have some, I want to say it's not a machine gun. I want to say it's like some sort of Gauss gun. I'm not sure, but we'll figure that out, I guess. Oh well. This is one map picture they give you of Crystal Isles. However, I'm going to show you a lot more at the end of this video, so, you know, we'll get back to that point. You can see right here, he started it in 2016. It's been under work and adding all of the mod updates, which is interesting, because I really think they're going to remove some of the zones, because otherwise it's the perfect map where they have every single thing you could possibly need on it. Now we'll get to that towards the end of this video. But it's going to be free, which is really cool. I like that aspect of it. I like that they're releasing 1 free and 2 paid DLCs a year. It's pretty unique in my opinion. But, you know, to each their own on that one. And it made me zoom in. Thank you so much, Arc. But that being said, we're thrilled to bring it to players as a fully supported. You get that. This right here, you see that it launches for the 4th later this summer. I would think that it's probably going to be before August, but again, I don't know. I'm not entirely positive on that. I know that this will be, from what I've heard, this is actually planned on being released on the 4th, whether or not it is ready. So keep that in mind. But on Xbox and PS4, it's not going to be till probably late July-ish or mid-July-ish. I don't know. We'll see. And then it comes down to the fun stuff. Anniversary event. Now, this is where they finally tell us a little bit of stuff about what's coming up soon. So you can see time-honored event, blah, blah, blah. Great, thank you. It's the usual party dodos, interactive cakes. Never seen that before. Your new chibis, which is going to be pretty sweet. I'm sure there'll be a video sometime shortly about what that's going to be more about. There's some more surprises. This right here, the dazzling unicorns frolicking on rainbows. And when I say yes, really, I assume that's going to be almost identical to the Christmas raptor. I don't know if you guys have been for that event, but basically a raptor claws runs through the skies and drops presents. I assume it's going to be almost identical with these unicorns, where he kind of like flies across, he or she, whatever it happens to be, flies across the sky and drops some sort of presents or something. I don't know. It's going to be, I think it'll be presents, because you can see like the hats and stuff like that, and they're all in their birthday suits. So that's, that. Here's where they kind of indicate leaning towards there won't be another one of these anniversary events right here. It's been an incredible journey over the last 5 years, filled with so many unforgettable memories, and we can't wait to celebrate once more. Now, if they were going to say again, we can't wait to celebrate again, or if they can't wait to celebrate in many other ways, they could have said this. But I think it's pretty chosen phrasing to kind of indicate once more, one last time, is kind of what that indicates to me. And they have announced it in the past that Arc 2 will be coming here. I would assume that it'll be next year, or if it's not Arc 2, it'll be some form of new version of Arc, where they kind of go with the model where you release new seasons, and it kind of like updates, almost like a Fortnite kind of model, where you get these new maps coming every single year and you guarantee changes and all that kind of stuff. That's my thought on it. So Arc is changing somehow before next year happens. I don't know how, whether it's Arc 2, it could be, like I mentioned, that season system, because they have Season 1 with Genesis. Could be Season 2 is Arc 2. I don't know. We'll see. You get these, I don't know who these people are, but they are amazing. Some of this artwork they're able to make is really unique. I'm always baffled by it, but that's me. It's cool to look at. But that's kind of like, the end of that. You can see right here that they're trying to be nice for people stuck at home right now. 2 times everything, which is nice. Always unique. But here again, they kind of allude to why they're thanking everybody. They're either going to make Arc 2 or they're not, or they're going to do something and they're not. We're proud of that we've accomplished over the last 5 years, and we couldn't have done it without your love and support. So again, they're not saying, hey, we're looking for years to come. We're looking for this to come. We're not going around here. We're not going over there. They are literally saying, we're happy what we've been able to accomplish. So either one, they're releasing a new game, or 2, Arc is done, which would be terrifying. I love Arc. I hope it's not done, because then I got to find a new game to play, and I don't know what to play. But let's talk a little bit more about Crystal Isles, because I know a lot of people are really excited about this map, or they're like, oh, this is going to be awful. First off, it's a huge map. Think like Ragnarok 2.0, but better in every way. That's what Crystal Isles is. I'm going to show you some of the clips from this thing. It has a rock drake cavern. You can see the eggs right there. It's got a wyvern scar. It's got some really unique biomes above, like all of the mushrooms and stuff like that are above ground. You got some like deserty, tundra-ish zones. You got this really cool swamp. They've got a blood swamp is what it's called. You can kind of see that in the picture over here. I don't think they have a picture of it right now, though. But they've got some really unique biomes with really cool trees, underwater zones. You can see it's a mosasaurus. I think that's a mosasaurus. I can't tell. But you've got the redwoods. There's that. I think that's a Lipleurodon, actually. But again, there's the Thylacoleo. You've got the huge forests over there. You've got these monstrous different things. I do not think they're going to have some of this stuff in the game, but these are like the bee caverns with honey dripping from the ceiling. These are really cool things. I hope they add them. Maybe I should do a map tour with you guys. I think maybe later this week I'll do that for you. They've got huge underwater caves. Here's more of that bee cavern, which is kind of cool. The upper zone, scorched zone. You can see there's wyverns with some purple crystals. More wyverns. But this map is huge. It's pretty. Here's the blood forest. And basically what it is, it's just trees that are red. And there's some oranges and stuff. It's really pretty. Everything is like kind of color coordinated there. And Oh, I forgot about those. There are different wyverns and stuff. I think they're going to remove those. So don't hold me to that. But I think they will. I just don't see them. They can't have everything. That would be unfair. You can see right here, this is just an underground zone. And then this. The Crystal Isles itself is a beautiful, beautiful map. There's a video for it. And I'm not going to watch the entire thing. I'm kind of going to forward through a lot of this just because I want to drag you to a couple of zones. He does a lot of map tours. It reminds me a lot of Crystal Isles. Literally takes like scorched earth and makes it a singular biome. And it makes Island like a singular biome. And it does a whole bunch of unique things that it adds into the game. So, take that for what you will. You can see that there's all kinds of different crystals, formations, stuff like that. If you actually look down on this list, he's not totally done with it yet, which is why I'm a little confused. But I think they'll probably have this right here. So the reason he's not done with it is he's adding extinction stuff to it, which is kind of unique, I suppose. I mean, Genesis stuff, sorry. Oops, not extinction. But rainforest, the floating islands, the bog, snow biome, stuff like that. You can see I bet you there's going to be a new world boss, which is going to be amazing. I don't know for sure. They're keeping it under wraps pretty well, which is pretty cool. But the map itself is just gorgeous. Here's that blood area that I was talking about. You can see that he did a phenomenal job on it. But here's these floating islands. Again, I don't know how it's going to work. Because this map is huge, like for console and stuff like that. I don't know how they're going to be able to accomplish getting all this stuff into one map, but that's me. So I'm really excited for it. I love Crystal Isles. I've played it a couple times before, so I know some cool spots. I'll show you guys some of those before the map comes out. And I'll kind of show you what I know about the map. Pretty cool stuff. I'll download it and let you see what I can find. But other than that, hopefully this is a cool video for you guys. If there's anything else you want to see, make sure you mention in the comments below. And other than that, teach out.